So when were you a kid? What'd you want to be when you grew up? When I was a kid, I had no idea what I wanted to do. All I knew is that I wanted to make something that could help people or just do some cool stuff. Um, the stuff that I wanted to do, I could have been with technology where I could just been like an engineer just building random buildings together and been like, hey, this is something cool. This is something neat. How I got into STEM was actually the same way how I got involved with computer science. I took a class in it in high school, and I was like, "Wow, this is really fun. I enjoy this." And next thing I knew, I was saying, "Hey, I want to be a computer scientist." So that's how I got into STEM. So what motivated me to be a computer science major was basically one of my first classes from high school, where I was just picking random electives. When I'm like, "Oh, computer science, sure, those are pop. That's a popular thing now." Went in and I instantly fell in love. It was just like I can do all this with a basic coding language. Like I was able to make like hangman games. I was able to figure out a snake game with Python. It was like this is awesome. What can I do that can not just be for goofing off, but then help people? Because I would love to be able to figure that out. And from there, it was just like, oh hey, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. I'm going to college now. What do I want to be? I want to be a computer science major. Just it was just a matter from taking one class in high school, build me all the way up to being like, I want to be a CS major. This is what I want to do. So one story about technology that excites me is actually one of my first computer science programs. It was to build a Pong game. Where it's just two bars and you have the ball going through, beep, boop, bop, boop, just back and forth. It's like table tennis on 2D screen. So, building that itself was the most fun I ever had because it was just like, okay, I've never used this language. I've been doing this the entire semester, having a little bit of difficulty, but when I finally got it all to work, it was just like a huge payoff. I was never more excited to be able to be like, hey guys, look at what I made. We can have fun with this. It is awesome. And then also, it was also one of the biggest heartbreaks I ever had because during my demonstration in front of the class and the teachers, I found a bug that would cause the ball to get stuck inside of the paddle. Because of how I set it up, it was basically like the paddle would have a front and a back, but no top or bottom. So if you hit the ball just right, you could have it inside your paddle just going boop 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 boop. And if you were really good at the way I had it, you had to actually press down one and it'll shift down an increment. You could just mash down, get to the bottom of the screen, mash up, and just hold it the entire time. And I did that for my demo, and I was sweating so much because it was just like I did not know that this was possible. So from then on, I was like, okay, I'm going to do every sense of crazy debugging that I can, and it was just awesome. If I could tell myself like one or two things, first is you gotta relax, man. You don't need to know everything that's going to happen every single day. Like, yes, plan out like 1 or 2 days ahead, but you don't need a whole 5 year plan of like I'm going to be done college, I'm going to be at this job, I'm going to then rotate to this job. It's just like no, 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 no. That's you're not you're not going to know exactly how tomorrow's going to go. You're not going to know how 5 years is going to go. There are goals. Don't plan 5 years in the future. That's insane. The other thing is have fun with what you're doing because you're going to lose a lot of that time. I'm not saying that CS is just like, hey, no fun allowed. It's just no. You have to have fun in the right way. Fun to make it so that you're working better. Because again, I enjoy programming so much. It's my fun, but I could then slightly start to goof off more and more and more. That takes away from the work. So just find the way to be fun and productive. That's the best thing you could do. For staying safe online, simple. If the site's questionable, don't use it. You don't need to pirate that new movie that came out. Just wait for it to come out on TV or DVD. Buy it safely. Don't be going insane. Don't be foolish. Just be smart. Use your head. It's like if you're trying to walk down the street and the shady guy comes out of the corner. He's like, "Hey, you want this alleged DVD?" No, you're going to say no. Stranger, get away from me. I want to go home. Just like that with websites. Just figure out, oh, hey, this one looks like it was made in Mark's basement. Well, this one looks like it was made by Apple. I'm going to trust the Apple one more than the one from Mark's basement. Simple as that.